This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Here we go, 4-8. Check 55. Here we go, 46. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 49-yard line. Here we go, 4-8. Check right, 54. Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, 47. 26.
To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
Here we go, 4-8.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
4 down, 4 down. Comes to me, it's me.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know you felt that way.
10 yards on the pickup.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Let's go. Rush in. Good job right there. Rush in. Hatchet. Hatchet.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Wilson on the keeper. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line.
Good.
This time Wilson will throw. Flushed out right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
14.
Second and 6.
Took right.
Check 99.
Check 99. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On 3rd down, Penny. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with
like
sports.
That. They crack a forehand back at him. They get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
A really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it second down. Prescott to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, 48 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55. Hey, 0, 0, 0. 12, 12, 12.
Here's Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd and 4.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
55, Mike. I don't even know why this team showed up. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Again, Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
55. Right there in the middle. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Now Wilson to throw again. It's caught. Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Coming to the sun. 14. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. That's it. Push him back. Push him back. Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. Hey. Hey guys, listen. 55. Mike 55. Hey, watch the ball. Mike, 55. Go. 55. Hey, eat. Double dog. That's the way. Mike, 55.
On 1st down, Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Now it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Go. Where? Go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
14. 54, Mike.
From the 29, Wilson, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Malik Collins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Let's have 55, Mike 55. Come to my work. We want it.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Mike 5-4. And watch that. And watch the ball.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 24. Prescott, throw left side, complete. That's Elliott. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Switch out.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. 14.
It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A tackle made by K.J. Wright. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Check right, check right. Check. We're going to 53.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Prescott. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Yeah, let's get sandwich.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Dallas.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the 45 on second down, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did. Wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They keep on the ground with Elliott. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks' 19-yard line.